Speaking of Unitarian churches, my sister and brother-in-law are both UU ministers, but a friend of mine who lives in Connecticut recently, well, a couple years ago, went down to New Orleans with her Unitarian minister to do some relief work. Remember how the people do what the government can't always get to? And my friend is a professor of special education at Southern Connecticut State University, and her daughter is a social worker in Boston. So they went on this cleanup trip, and when they got down to New Orleans and everybody down there found out they were professors and social workers, they said, "We don't really want you moving trash around. Would you mind teaching our kids for the week of here?" And they said, "Of course we will." The UU minister, on the other hand, was driving a van around taking supplies from one devastated town to another. And this is a story my friend Barbara told me. The UU minister pulled into a little gas station in a little town that had been all but destroyed by Hurricane Katrina. And she walked in to ask for some directions, and she saw something that upon closer examination absolutely blew her mind. There's a little piece of paper, and it's taped onto a bucket, which is sitting on the counter of a gas station near Burlington. Burlington is halfway from Biloxi to New Orleans. There isn't much that's left of it since Hurricane Katrina. There's some money in the bucket. There are coins and there are crumpled bills that look like many faces of the people there in Burlington, crumpled but not torn apart, weathered and exhausted as they pick up all the pieces of their lives so quickly washed away. Community of faith, community of faith, community of faith, community of faith. Easy to sing. Someone put the bucket on the counter of the gas station right by the books of matches. In early May 2007, not too many passers-by these days in Burlington, but every day a little bit more money in the bucket. Their community of faith, community of faith, community of faith, community of faith. Good and decent people, flooded on a dime, rise above the waters, a quarter at a time. There's a little piece of paper, and it's taped onto a bucket, but the money in the bucket's not for anyone in Burlington. They heard of a tornado up in Kansas, 1,000 miles away, so they dig a little of faith, community of faith, community of